Hello everybody and welcome back to the Library of Ruina. Okay, so, you might notice we have someone new inside the Kitteh. This is basically... So, if you've seen me play Darkest Dungeon, you've probably noticed that my Jester is named the exact same thing. Basically, this is a character that I really like, but he's a placeholder character. Anytime I can't think of a character, here comes Jeffrey to save the day. Yeah, that's what happened here. I was like, I don't know who to pick. I don't know what character. I have characters, but like there's no outfit that would suit them even remotely. And then I was like, you know what? Jeffrey. So, Jeffrey is here, at least temporarily, but everyone be nice to him. He's a very chaotic boy. So, I'm going to very quickly go over some of my builds, because, believe it or not, I did take some advice from the previous 2 episodes, and I decided to sort of revamp my builds, not fantastically. There are still some cards which aren't going to be the best, and I'm very aware of that. I'm also very aware of, some of you guys were telling me, bro, just build 1 floor and destroy the game. But I would personally like for, you know, everybody to at least get some form of a spotlight. Because, you know, you guys gave me your characters, like I said in the previous one. So I would like your characters to actually be able to do something. So not all builds are perfect. Quite a few of the builds need a lot of amping up, we'll say. So I'm fully aware that some builds are going to be better than others. That's just a given. But at least every build has some form of good purpose, or at least a theory behind it. Now, I didn't do very much farming in between the last episode and this one, so some characters do not have cosmetics that they should. Gas Mask Dave doesn't have a gas mask. But all in all, I think we should pretty much be good to go. I'm at least feeling good about builds. I'm actually not liking Aen's build too much, so this is one that I'm just going to have to completely redo. I kind of thought we would be getting more ranged pages, but we really just haven't. So I'm going to have to make something work with that. And yeah, basically I wanted to touch up every build at least a little bit, and so I went through, touched up basically every single build. Some of them are better than others, like I mentioned, but all in all, what does it matter when we are going to win one way or another? Now, some of you guys said, bro, the whole 1 protection thing, that's not gonna work. But in Sheeta's case, that's Sheeta's whole point, to protect the team. So I feel like in that particular scenario, it's kind of just worth it. But in other people's case, it just meh, you know, could be a lot better. There is also a couple builds that I feel like I just need to redo altogether. Caius being one of them. I wanted to go for something discard focused, and I don't think I chose the best cards for that. So all in all, you know, there's a lot of room for improvement, and I'm fully aware of that. However, since I've been enjoying the charge deck so much, I decided to give a few more people charge decks now that I actually know how to properly use it. And some of you guys wanted specific builds, and when we can, I will be more than happy to do that for you. For example, Gregory Adalis would like something very RNG focused. Like, for example, the build Sally has, very RNG focused. But all in all, the builds will come. And I'm pretty sure that I've rambled enough. So let's get this party started with, I think we're gonna do King of Greed. Some of you guys were telling me to do Malkuth, and I think we will, but for the moment, I at least want to get to the next floor. So, the floor of philosophy. Oh no. Its patron librarian is called Bina. Huh. The air here gives off a certain smell, in a different way than Cheese's place.
홍차 내음이란다.
That has way too much emotion for what I would have thought. This is another Roland and Netzach situation. Now it's Angela and Bina.
It is the scent of black tea.
It's a nice scent, I gotta say. Stands out from the coffees. Oh, bro. Hey, okay. It took me until now. Okay, maybe I'm grasping at straws here, but I mean, the color coding in LobCorp has always been very purposeful. So I gotta wonder, you know how he always talked about his grandma, and then his grandma went missing? I know it was like thousands of years, but
그렇단다. 파란머리 도련님은 아직 제대로 된 홍차 맛을 모를 테지.
It is indeed, although I am quite certain that the blue-haired noble below me still has not grown enough to appreciate a good cup of black tea.
This place feels overbearing, unlike the other floors. Kinda fits with the philosophy, I guess. Too confusing to understand, and has a heavy feel to it.
네가 보는 도서관은 어떠니?
Did her hair get longer? Oh, it did. My point still stands. Everyone's hair is reversed, except Gebura. Her hair stayed the same.
What is the library like, from what you have seen?
The library I've seen?
사람들의 피를 마시는 죽음의 공간인지.
It is a place of death, nourishing its thirst with blood.
정보를 축적하는 지식의 첨탑인지.
Is it a spire of knowledge, accumulating all sorts of information?
혹은 새로운 삶을 위한 방주일지.
Or is it perhaps an ark, sailing for a new life?
That sounds super religious. Bina, are you having a change of heart? The library I've seen was like, an arena, maybe? Angela, the librarians, and others are all fighting to earn what they want. So it's really fierce and bloody, all in all.
네가 바라보는 도서관은 그렇구나.
That is the library from your point of view. I see. What kind of place is the library to you, then?
Well, for me, it's just a jail.
That does not appear to be true. You are, in fact, looking to seize an opportunity.
Well, duh. Of course I'm looking to get out of here.
If that is what you say.
Bro, Bina is on to you. Like, okay, I think it was Yesod who called you out, and you were super guilty, but Bina's just got you marked immediately. She knows what's up. Who are you? Really? You talk like you know everything.
I am Bina.
No, that's not what You're not at all like any librarian I've met so far.
Then you must be wondering what kind of being I used to be in my first life.
Yeah, what the... were you?
I was an arbiter of the head.
What?
It has not been long since I was awoken from my slumber. I must calm my mind with the help of tea, so come again at a later time. And remember to bring books for me.
Wait! 3? Holy crap. You can't use Bina? No, I was so excited to use Bina in the fight. Oh, I'm so upset. But also, people. Okay, now, I could be wrong, but I specifically remember Marcos Jr. telling me he wanted hair like Queen of Hatred. So I'm gonna give him blue hair, and if you don't like the blue hair, just let me know and I'll change it later. And so we have obtained Marcos Jr., who I tried to get the hair as light as I possibly could. It doesn't go any brighter, unfortunately. So this is the closest we can do to Magical Girl. We then have Yukari, who has black hair, even though it's a little bit hard to tell. And then, of course, we have one of my own, being Sam, who is technically an attachment to Yukari, but nah. Now, if you would like a character in this department other than Sam, be sure and let me know, and I will have you placed here post-haste. Because Sam is really just one of my own things, and Yukari is technically a viewer character, but one of my buddies, so that's why Sam is technically like a package deal. But I have no problem exchanging one of your characters for Sam. So, I'm upset we don't get to play as Bina, but it's not the end of the world. Oh boy. 1, 2... Oh no, is this 3 or 4? Is this gonna be the longest stretch? Okay, what do you need? Warp cleanup crew, and it's only one fight? We can handle that. Wait. I think we can handle that. Just don't be 7X, okay?
사장님, 보셨습니까? T사에서 온 의뢰.
Oh man. Okay. Sure. President, have you seen the request from T-Corp?
이야, 이거 참 곤란하게 되었습니다.
Hey! Look, guys, we found Nemo! There he is! It wasn't very hard finding Nemo. Bad joke. Well, this is such a difficult situation!
우리 꼬리 잡힌 거야?
Have we been found out?
W사도 참 이렇게 쉽게 특이점을 유출하다니 곤란해요. 곤란합니다.
How clumsy of W Corp to leak its singularity so carelessly. That's no good at all.
그래도 결국 푸른 잔영 말대로 되었군요.
Though everything went as the Blue Reverbation said in the end, I must admit.
네, 그렇습니다. 이 기회에 W사 특이점을 확실히 알 수 있겠어요.
Yes, indeed. This is a perfect opportunity for us to learn the details of W Corp's singularity.
이 초대장대로 저희가 도서관에서 W사 정리 요원들의 책을 얻어오면 되는 거군요.
All we have to do now is visit the library with this invitation and earn the books of W Corp's cleanup crew.
사장, 도서관은 이제 도시의 별이야.
Prez, the library is a star of the city now.
우리가 지금까지 처리한 도시의 별 관련 의뢰만 11건입니다. 그렇기에 T사에게 직속으로 후원받는 사무소인 거죠.
We've completed 11 requests regarding stars of the city until now. Such expertise is why we're under the direct sponsorship of T-Corp.
When we acquire the confidential information on W Corp's singularity, what are you going to do with it? I don't believe you'll just return it to W Corp.
We should sell it to the clients that need the technology, of course. A patent war is about to break out, too.
So we aren't handing it to T-Corp right away.
Mr. Banner, it takes more than just diligent work to rise through the ranks as our office has. We should always seek opportunities. I was honestly skeptical at first when we were told to entrust work with some irrelevant rubbish like the Gaze office. I thought they were joking with us, but look what it did for us. Here's the thing, though. See? Squarey head? It went just as I predicted, didn't it? It's a pleasure to meet you for the second time, President Nemo of Kane Office. Here's the thing, you Ponzi creep and winged forsaken skeleton head. Since when did we agree to go there on our own? This is how you screw us over? We're supposed to walk into the library ourselves, including me. Six-sided skull. You bragged about taking care of 11 Star of the City class requests mere moments ago, no? What's wrong? Don't tell me. Are you scared?
You were listening in on our conversation? This could be problematic.
Oh, you sneaky peepers, you. They say the walls have ears, but it looks like bags do too. Am I scared? Well, yes, I'm scared. And, Liz, thanks for asking.
Prez got miffed. It's going to be a real hassle cooling him down for a while.
I did not quite expect the prominent and prestigious Kane Office to swallow their words. Mr. Skullclap, do I look like strapped for brains? Your motive is so transparently blatant, I can't possibly not be terrified. If I were to enter the library and turn into a book there, and then the library would get a book detailing the singularities of W Corp and T Corp in the same library where the book about L Corp is? Guess who will be getting a hold of 3 singularities at once? In times like these, when we're on the brink of a patent war? Ha! 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 It's so plainly obvious, I don't see a point to say it twice. Tell me, who's a mastermind behind this? Whose pockets are you trying to fill with your little games? Dear, dear.
I was wondering what words were going to come out of your agitated speech device. That's all you could think with your rectangular noggin. Singularities, a patent war. I can't even get a chuckle out of it. It's not funny in the slightest. You like to raise your voice over the pettiest things like your life depends on them, don't you, Boxy Buck? I'm stunned by how puny this is. Rhombus Brain thinks we're just here to make some bread. How idiotic. Shut up! I would scream that a lot louder, but I don't want to destroy the mic. Mr. Mnemonitor, I'm not interested in your views. Patent war, mastermind, money, think whatever you want, but promises are promises. Pluto.
Of course, sir. Ladies and gents, please have another look at the contract. To summarize the point, we will provide Kane Office with information about W Corp's singularity. And in return, Kane Office will secure books for the library for us, when we want them. The signatures of Mr. Nemo, Miss Martinia, Mr. Bada, and the leader of our ensemble, Argalia, are clearly written here.
We weren't told that the information about W Corp's singularity would be provided in the form of books from the library, not to mention having to acquire it ourselves.
The terms were in a rather ambiguous vocabulary, admittedly. However, that would not make the content of this contract any less appropriate under the current circumstances.
You aren't the one to decide that.
Cuboid taken the pen like lightning, and he signed the contract in haste, making a huge fuss about a patent war or whatever, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure he said he's in urgent need of intel about the singularities.
The contract never specified we are to head to the library ourselves. It only said Kane Office is going.
You should have checked the terms carefully. Here, take a look.
I'm not seeing a thing.
Oh, let me lend you my eyeglass, dear. Have a closer look at the fine print.
All those who wish to sign this contract must retrieve books at the library.
What foolish deception. Do you think you'll get off scot-free after meddling with our business?
What makes you think we'll abide by your fraudulent contract at this point?
Dear, dear.
This thing is no extraordinary contract, you see. Ah, what was it called, Pluto?
It would be yesterday's promise, as my name is.
Right, that. Yesterday's promise. Not my type of name, to be honest. Anyway, if you don't fulfill the conditions of this contract, he can take anything out of those who signed the paper. See? We can take as much as we want, whenever we want.
Nonsense! Pluto. As you wish. Oh. Lo and behold, this is Mr. Bada's heart.
Bada!
You've spent quite a fortune on your body. I can see this heart is augmented with an exquisite procedure. Here, I've returned it to you. See, old Oblong? I don't care what you think. I just want you to keep the promise you made with me. Besides, T-Corp directly issued the same order to you, so you have to be there anyhow, no? Seething with anger at us won't spare you from going to the library.
Let me ask something. What are you planning to do with demons like that?
I'll perform the beauty of humanity and this world. It will break down the boundaries of loneliness we all have. We'd appreciate it if you could get the job done by today.
Beauty? Loneliness? Brain sick loony.
Bada, is your heart okay? Should we go see a doctor? They're gone. What are we gonna do now, Prez?
Well, it looks like we've been had.
Are you really sure we'll be alright going by ourselves? Underprepared?
Let's think simplistically, everyone. Oh, nope, I'm sounding too much like Pluto. Don't get too serious now. Oh, it's basically stuck with me now. Now I'm stuck with Pluto. Well, that's a shame. We'll head into the library, take the books, and come back. That's all there is to it. Let's get ready.
I remember that skeleton. He was with the blue reverbation the last time we saw him.
Was he? I think he was with Philip last time you saw him. He said something about yesterday's promise.
I think I read about it in one of the guest's books. On the surface, it appears to be an ordinary contract, but unfavorable terms are hidden in the fine print. It was speculated to be the cause of some kind of incident, although I'm not quite sure if the claim is verifiable. It's even more obscene to see it in action. That's such a manipulative scheme.
Well, I suppose. He's far from being the only manipulative guy in the city, though.
That's true. People use each other all the time.
Do you think that's a given?
I simply gave up dwelling on it any further. I still don't believe that's fair. In a similar vein, you're using me, and I'm using you.
If you say so, I guess.
Don't worry, I don't mean to imply any distrust towards you. It's just, yes, keeping the options open, that's all. Better safe than sorry, as they say.
Hey, I never told you any lies, you know.
You're only keeping a few things from me.
I guess I am.
Forget it. Why don't you go back to sorting books now?
You won't bother being inquisitive, huh? Is there any reason you aren't asking further?
None in particular. I could certainly pry, but I figured it wouldn't be fun to uncover everything about you that way. I came to the conclusion that having something to be curious of is beneficial for maintaining interpersonal relationships. That's all. Or perhaps I've grown to trust you that much.
We were led by monsters out of the pan and into the flame, a den of monsters known as the library. This has to be comedy gold, the joke of the century.
I heard the library's rather gentle, if that helps.
Just a moment.
Is anything the matter?
Martina,
Yeah,
what do you think of this place?
it's faint, but I can smell something.
Exactly. It reeks of money, profit.
You can't even smell with that head.
Every cloud has a silver lining, and it looks like we've found one.
Are you planning to sell books or something?
Precisely. Even if our reputation as a contract office may tank, at least we won't starve to death if we get books from here and sell them.
Aren't you swimming in cash already, Prez? Martina, our president, spends a year's worth of an average Backstreet dweller's food expenses every day. He can never have enough money.
Still, I never bilked my office staff. My word upon it.
Greetings, dear guests.
You must be Angela, the director of this place, the so-called pale librarian.
She doesn't look pale at all, though.
Baba, watch your words. Miss Angela here may be a precious provider of goods and wealth in the future.
Prez changes his attitude so swiftly. I'm used to it by now. May you find your book in this place.
She spent 0 time talking to them. They're so tanky! Okay. Oh. Speed dice. Upon taking what would be a lethal blow, nullify the damage and spend all charge to recover 5 HP per stack, yeah. At emotion level 2 or above, if the character gained charge, you can ooh. At emotion level 2, gain strength. Holy. Once per scene, respond with a block die. Strength, 50% chance. Oh, man. Energy conversion. Spend 4 charge to restore 3 life. Gain 5 charge. On clash win, gain 2 charge. Spend 2 charge to give 1 protection to all allies this scene and next scene. Woo! Energy beam. Dice abilities on this page only activate if the opponent has defensive die. 13 to 21. Okay. On clash win, spend 2 charge to destroy the opponent's next offensive die. Deal stagger upon winning a clash. Endurance, strength, more stagger, pierce die. Okay. Gain 3 charge. On lose, gain another charge. Spend 4 charge, restore life, gain or draw a page. Spend 2 charge, deal 6 stagger damage up to 3 times. Uncanny strike. 7 to 13. Holy. Okay. Force field. After spending charge, gain 1 protection. Oh, these are so good. Restore 1 light, draw 1 page. Strength, blunt damage. Okay. And spend 4 to boost. Okay. Well, why don't we bring out the oh, we can only bring out a set amount of people. Okay, 3 on 3. Jeez, they have all of their light back. Okay. Fine. Okay, I probably need to update Gregory Adalis' build. That's what I'm learning. And we still didn't get the dice I would have wanted. Okay. Yeah, I'm sensing... Okay, this has sucked. We got horrible Abno pages. Jeez! Okay. Ugh. So, my go-to departments can't do it. Malkuth, Hod, Kitteh. Oh boy. These fights. Alright, let's just burn all 3, see what we can get. Hopefully we're lucky. I think we're lucky? That seems pretty solid. Her whole thing seems pretty good. I don't know if it actually is. Also, we need to put Jeffrey in there. Perfect. Much better. That's far more Jeffrey-like. Okay. I don't know if that's happening, so I'm not gonna... No! This needs a stupid... Please tell me it's not Philip again, too. Oh, that's gonna drive me insane. If it is, it's legit 4 bosses in a row.
이번에 발생한 뒤틀림. 우는 아이는 피아니스트만큼은 아니지만 꽤 큰 피해를 내고 있어.
Huh. Okay. Why can't we have hair that's this blonde? Come on.
The most recent case of the distortion, the crying children. It's not quite comparable to the pianist, but the damage it's caused is still rather severe.
우는 아이는 뒷골목이 아니라 V사 둥지에서 발생한 개체이기에 여러 협회가 곤란해하고 있습니다.
Since the crying children appeared in V Corp's nest, the backstreets, multiple associations are troubled.
부장님, 현재까지 사상자가 몇 명이라고 하셨죠?
Director, could you remind us how many casualties it has caused?
8만여 명쯤 된다는군.
It amounts to 80,000 as of now.
Really? That one lame OP guy caused 80,000 deaths? I'm sorry, I don't believe it. This just further falls into my and then he destroy a city and then he get away. They can't hit him. He too fast. Like literally, it sounds like this guy is just getting every single plot convenience in existence.
그래도 30만 명을 쓸어버린 피아니스트보다는 낫네요.
It's still better than the pianist, which took about 300,000 lives in one fell swoop.
아니, 피아니스트보다 심각한 일이다.
Oh. 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 This has nothing to do with the series, but we finally meet. Oh no. Ooh, that's spoilers from like a year ago, but now it's, I'm scared of you. Not quite. This is in fact far more severe than the pianist.
구구 뒷골목 거주 지역을 초토화한 피아니스트와는 다르게 우는 아이는 둥지 안에서 발생한 것이 치명적이지.
While the pianist only annihilated the residential area of the back streets of District 9, the crying children struck the nest, which makes this case especially critical.
그래, 무엇보다 안전해야 할 둥지니까.
Yeah, the nest is supposed to be the safest place of all.
He's probably trying to go home.
그것보다 샤오, 언제 왔어?
Oh, hey there, Xiao.
Oh, excuse me, Chow?
When did you come here?
일과도 비상이 걸려서 말이야. 이과의 의견을 들어보러 왔다.
Section 1 is on high alert, you see. I'm here to ask what Section 2 thinks of this matter.
샤오 부장님도 솔직하지 못하네요.
Come on, be honest, Director Zhao.
세실,
Cecil? Anyway, the president of our association must be looking daggers at our backs. May, give a briefing on the information we've gathered about the crying children so far.
Yes, sir. Philip, the man who was suspected to be the origin of the crying children, was a fixer working at Dawn Office. Dawn Office was a grade 4 office located in Nest V. It was an associate affiliated with the Liu and showed decent performance with a fair lineup.
That reminds me, isn't that where Salvador was?
That is correct.
Used to be a hotshot in his prime, though he's only a washed-up old man now. I'm dead.
Going back to the briefing, the Dawn Office has closed business after all of its fixers died in the library. Except for one, Philip. Philip was a grade 5 fixer, being the only survivor. Philip paid a visit to the Wedge Office, a partner of Dawn Office.
Then the Wedge Office fell victim to the library.
There's too little we can deduce from the story so far. Isn't it too speculative to assume that Philip is the crying children?
Actually, there's some evidence to back this up. A fixer allegedly witnessed a marble statue crying near the library. According to them, the sound of wailing could be heard from afar, so I suspect it spent quite some time crying loudly. Then the statue's shape began shifting.
Don't tell me. It turned into Philip?
Apparently, yes, although the transformation was imperfect. The eyewitness's account had striking similarities to Philip's appearance as listed in official documents.
However, the entity's skin, clothes, and everything, it was all composed of wax, according to what they saw.
That thing wasn't human.
Afterwards, Philip returned to where the Dawn Office was, and another wail could be heard from that location for quite a while. Not long after that, it started destroying everything around it, except for the Dawn Office.
I couldn't see a single feature that resembles Philip in the reports describing its appearance there, though.
Some cases of the distortion can change their forms, so perhaps this was one such case.
This is a tricky one. What do you think, Zhao? Zhao, whatever?
Even though it's not crystal clear, it is plausible. I can't help but suspect the library. We know nothing about the reason it distorted the way it did.
I guess, yeah.
V Corp has hired Liu Association as a whole regarding this matter. They requested us to acquire any and everything that appears to be related to the distortion, and dispose of it if the situation does not allow it. Many of our workforce will be allocated for the tasks regarding the library for a while.
The president and branch...
Oh, his voice is changing all the time.
The president and branch leaders must have lapped up this request since a wing made it.
Every street in the city is going to be a violent mess for some time. Where is Section 2 going to begin?
We're starting out by investigating the library first, naturally. Of course, that won't be the only thing we'll be working on with our manpower.
What about Section 1?
Section 1 will start eliminating the crying children as the president directed. It's the most urgent matter that needs to be taken care of right now.
You're taking tough work right from the get-go. I'm sure you won't have trouble handling it, Zhao, but still, be careful.
You're such a lovebird, Director Lowell. There's quite a few associate offices to help them out, so it should be fine.
Besides, we're talking about the Maiden of Iron herself. There's absolutely nothing to worry about.
Is he still keeping the memories he had as a human even after turning into that?
There were several abnormalities that would talk about their own pasts, too. It's not entirely impossible for it to happen.
Yeah, fair. The others I've seen in here can talk, to an extent. Watching this scene doesn't feel any better. I didn't expect him to break down so badly, though he did an okay job overcoming his flaws.
Maybe he could have succeeded. However, no matter how capable you may be, you will still fail if you don't hold on to your way with an upright mindset. He should have been especially extra cautious not to succumb to the unstable side he always had.
That's how it is, huh?
All 5. Okay. Taking Malkuth for... Oh, but this would be super good too. Okay, we're gonna bring Yes on. Speed. Offensive die. Gain +1 power at emotion level 3 or above. Oh. Restore 1 light. That does no damage though. Offensive die. Deal +1 damage for the scene. Reduce defensive die. Inflict a burn. Gain 1 positive emotion point. Oh my... That seems like a pretty good card. Gain 1 haste, gain 1 haste. All die on this page gain +1 power for every 2 emotion levels. Emotional turbulence. Okay. They all have... Yeah, they all have the same thing. Okay, let's go. Well, let's see what we can do, shall we? Oh my goodness. Fight Philip. We need to go fight Philip. Yay. We have to get through that whole thing with 1 department? Oh my god. There's no way. So, in order to try this again, we need to fight him again. And in order to fight him again, let's say we don't have Emma's book, we need to go fight Emma again. And in order to fight Emma again, if we don't have the Book of the Wedge office, we need to go fight Philip again. Oh, lovely. I don't want to fight Philip again right now, so I would rather just see what this fight has. Maybe we can beat this one. Oh, this is highly disappointing.
I'm sorry, Sir Regalia.
All right, now she had more of like a flirty voice, sorry. I was so sure I would find an answer if I came all the way here. But no, not a single soul here has a lead.
What did you expect to see in a shabby fringe of the outskirts?
The red mist began harnessing that power of hers after this place had become her base of operations, no? I don't think that has anything to do with it.
We don't know anything about the red mist. We're just taking shelter in an abandoned laboratory.
They had to have left something here. Don't you have any guesses, my friends?
The monsters are about to come. Please, let us go now. You've had enough.
You folks aren't helping at all, sadly.
We already told you that none of us know a dang thing about this facility. Why won't you listen to us?
You'd better hurry and recall useful information, friends. This is driving me crazy, too. Following her charming voice, I dropped by every little venue I could guess to be relevant. I searched every nook and cranny for hints. In the end, L-Corp, the library, and this used-to-be lab were the only 3 candidates remaining.
They're coming. They'll be here any moment. They'll come for us if you don't close the doors.
The pianist, who... Oh my god, he's so infuriating. Ugh! This reminds me of people at work that just don't stop talking and do not listen. Oh, this is driving me insane. The pianist, who showed up in the middle of the street. It took my sister. You're related to Roland, aren't you? I'm calling it! His wife had white hair. You have white hair. Color is everything in this game. You are the brother to Roland's wife, thus making him your step whatever. That is why you're so focused on figuring out the red mist, because you think that it'll lead you to how your sister died, and thusly lead you to Roland, who I'm assuming you have some form of vendetta against, don't you? Because he didn't protect your sister, and you're pretty peeved about that, aren't you? I've got you pegged. Just like Bina has Roland pegged, I've got you. Probably. I couldn't be there as it happened, unfortunately. Upon my belated arrival at the scene, all that greeted me was the grand piano with its performer gone. My sister had become one of the many keys and strings of a piano, joining in the last performance. What she had become was utterly indescribable. Not because it was horrible, no. Rather, it was just too beautiful for words.
Oh, can you hear the sound of clockwork? They're coming!
I suppose it's my fault for letting my dear younger sister marry an imbecile. I couldn't stop her. I nailed it! He hates Roland because Roland didn't save her. I'm so good. Throughout our lives, we would never quite understand each other. Our hearts were too far apart to keep each other company. It was through the performance that we could finally see the feelings of one another. I shivered with pain and despair for losing my naive and adorable hoyden. And looking at what was once my sister, I trembled from the enticing melody it created. That's when my eyes were opened. I could see it. I could envision what I can do for her.
Wings have mercy!
Playing a gorgeous melody, a never-ending dirge in remembrance of my dear Angelica. Angelica? Angelica? A gentle voice whispered to me that I shall be able to reenact that glorious performance. I wandered around following her advice, but I couldn't find a definitive answer anywhere.
Everybody ran! Don't let them take a single strand of hair!
No, I didn't come all this way to see some sloppily made creatures. Pluto, Eileen.
Yes, Sir Argalia.
Shall I shut them down for you? Clockwork is rubbishy compared to gears.
How did they stop the press clockwork? Where are you people?
After wandering for a while, a revelation finally flashed in my head. Ah, yes, it bore a striking resemblance to the beauty the red mist manifested as she danced with blood in her mouth. The pianist and the red mist showed vastly different colors of elegance, yet they were so alike at the core.
Give up, pals. He's worse than the monsters.
What a shame. I've got nothing.
Stop talking!
This invitation is the only lead I have now. Eileen, care to lend me a few of your sheep? As you wish. Are you sure you don't need our company? Oh, don't worry. I'll be back in no time. It's not ripe yet anyway. Pluto, stick around for a bit longer and see if there's anything noteworthy here.
But of course, sir. His two buddies have got to be distortions. I'm 110% sure. One of them seems oddly familiar, now that I think about it.
Is it just me, or is there a hint of sadness in the blue Reverberation's face?
You mean the blue sicko? He's just lost it from the shock of losing his sister. The pianist caused tons of people to part with their precious things in one way or another, but he in particular had to lose it in the worst way possible. When someone as powerful as him goes completely wacko and starts pillaging everywhere, there's literally no way to stop him.
He said his sister was named Angelica. That sounds similar to my name.
Oh, now that she's bringing it up, it's gonna be a plot point. I'm calling it.
Well, yeah. I'm guessing they mean the same thing.
By the way, what were those entities they called clockwork teeth? Are they the creatures of the outskirts?
Outskirts are where things abandoned and rejected from entering the city by the head go. It's basically a junkyard for impurities of the city. Most people rarely get a chance to see the outskirts throughout their lives, so they don't even know that those things exist. A lot of the monsters living there are artificial creations made by humans or things brought from the outskirts. And I heard that a good chunk of them have sentience and emotions. They're not humans. Impurities whose existence is unacceptable in the city, especially in this age of humanity.
Just like me. Greetings, dear guest. I am Angela, the director and librarian of my role's namesake.
What? Angelica?
My name is Angela, dear guest.
Yeah, you're right. There's no way something as hideous as you could be her. You're even mistaken. Oh, let me guess. Okay, we're going huge. So, this is super out of left field. I don't actually believe this. Carmen was Angelica, and thus is Angela. Bam.
Why don't you stop spouting such uncouth nonsense and head inside already?
A power so potent that even a machine may become human. It's as I suspected. The library has to ripen. Hang in there, Angelica. It won't be long. Smoke. 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 Evade dice power. Wait, evade dice power. Does that mean defensive dice power is doing nothing on Roland? I thought it meant defend. Because oh man, I thought defensive was just like universal for defensive cards. I didn't know defensive meant block. Oh, that feels bad. Once per scene, if the character has smoke, block. Okay. Gain 2 smoke, restore 2 light. Gain 4 smoke. Wow, that's a big block. Gain 4 smoke, draw 1 page. Okay. I don't even know who I want to bring out. Let's bring out Malkuth. Hey, they say nothing. Alright. Hopefully we can get something done here, this time for real. At the start of combat, everyone gets some strength. 21, nice. Ah, that was unfortunate. Leap. Okay. Yes, good. Hey, that's worked out pretty good. Worker bee, the enemy who does the most damage. When hit, who's our tankiest person currently alive? Gregory Adalis, get ready to burn. And then, of course, he doesn't get hit. You're done. You're still done. Well, that sucks. Rip the space between his molecules. We saw phase 2. Why did he get so many people? And we have to do it with one again, bro. Come on. 500 health? Take no damage from ranged. Oh, lovely. Oh, amazing. And he's shimmering? You know what that means. Ego fight. Hey, look, it's so normal. I sure hope the background doesn't sound... Oh. It's not an ego fight? I mean, we're still dead. Scout, mainly defensive. I don't know how the game expects us to kill him unless it doesn't. But I mean, I don't really think we're gonna survive, gonna be honest. We're in a pretty bad spot. I mean, I guess go for him. He's going for us. Okay, good, good. Ow, ow. I mean, he took 12 damage. That's okay. I don't know if it's enough to actually beat him, but at the start of the scene, all allies gain... Okay. Target's dice power cannot be influenced by any effects during the next scene. Oh. Give 1 strength and endurance to all allies. Nice. Oh, he's doing it twice. Oh, and he has 15 different blocks. Oh. Oh, you got me another boss fight. Oh, I just don't know what to say. I'm just so happy. Are we supposed to win these fights? Well, nice dodges. This is so over. Just kill me. Yeah. Oh, wow. This is so stupid. I like the sound of that, boy. Hey, what's this one got in store for us? The Index Proselyte. Well, maybe we can do this. It's another 2-stage thing.
다들 엄지 회담에 참석해줘서 고맙네.
Thank you all for participating in the Thumb Summit, everyone.
Yeah, wonderful, sir.
여러 식구가 와줘서 고맙군. 어디 보자.
It's good to see our families gathered up in one place. Let's see.
19석이 채워져 있군. 한 식구 빼고 전부 참석한 모양이야.
We have 19 seats filled. That means all but one family have attended.
로마노스 카르텔입니다. 전에 검은 침묵에게 당한 이후로 아직도 내부 조직 정리 중이라고 합니다.
Thumb capo? Thumb cap? Okay. That's Romanos' cartel. They're still in the process of reorganizing structure after being attacked by the Black Silence a while ago.
아직도인가? 알려줘서 고맙군.
Still recovering, I see. Thank you for the report.
그 친구들은 잘라내게. 긴 시간 동안 이빨 빠진 개는 필요 없지.
Cut those friends off. We don't need a toothless mutt that can't rearm itself with that much time.
알겠습니다.
Understood.
오늘 이야기는 길지 않아.
Today's issue is simple.
엘사 둥지와 도서관에서 다들 손 떼게. 엄지가 직접 관리할 거야.
Take your hands off Elcorp's nest in the library. The Thumb will be in direct command of the matter from now on.
지금까지 애써준 식구들에게 감사를 표하지. 그리고
I'd like to give a word of appreciation for the families that have shown much effort, and...
헛소리! 가족들이 얼마나 죽었는데!
BS! You have no idea how many of our members died for that!
우리 패밀리가 이 일에 엄청난 돈을 쏟아부었단 말입니다!
Our family already poured a tremendous sum of money into this!
누가 자네들에게 발언권이 있다고 했지?
Who gave you the right to speak up?
어르신이 말씀하실 땐 조용히들 하셔야죠. 알만한 분이 왜 이러실까?
You gotta stay quiet when an elder is talking, pals. You know better than that.
아랫사람이 윗사람에게 허락받지 않고 말하면 아랫턱을 규칙이다.
I would have said that that's a girl, so it's a good thing we heard the voice first.
When a subordinate dares to speak without the superior's permission, take their lower jaw. Remember the rules.
I apologize on behalf of my underling.
Please forgive the rudeness of my subordinate. I'll educate this half-witted fool on my end later. However, I must say that I share their sentiment in all honesty. Why should we back out now after we've given so much effort?
I understand how disappointing it may be. All of you have spilled much blood in order to earn your share of turf before the street relocation happens. I wish I could give a sizable chunk of the land for each and every family who have gathered here. I really do. But the Capo de Capi demands otherwise. We have no choice but to obey it. The situation outside is going in an unexpected direction. A party other than the Index is involved in this conflict. The ones who pilfered our fabric.
I am deeply ashamed, sire.
Don't be too hard on yourself.
I know it's patriarch and not matriarch, but meh.
I'll pardon your manners by taking only your left hand.
Thank you, sire.
Do understand that we can't let such trivial issues distract ourselves in times like this. We must carry out the Capo de Capi's orders first and foremost.
Just what is the Capo de Capi thinking to make demands like this?
When one dares question the orders of the superior, take their head.
How insolent of you to question the intentions of the Capo de Capi. Such impure thoughts should be uprooted. Purge every member of the Night Owls by tonight.
Yes, sire. I'll give the word.
Talk about an impatient young fellow. Couldn't have hurt to quietly wait. The Capo de Capi has told me outright. The Index. Yes, our boss insisted we mustn't let the Index claim a single area of Elcorp's nest. But you, my friends, don't quite have the prowess to take on the proxies of the Index, hence the order to pull out.
So we should save up our strength at the moment. I understand now.
This goes to the other Sotocapi of the Thumb and their families as well. Our ambition is not something as short-sighted as taking over a few blocks of space. Do you understand?
Yes, underboss!
The Thumb seems to have quite a rigid structure.
The Index probably gave you a good idea already, but yeah, the Fingers have rules and hierarchies that I'd only describe as paranoid. The specifics may be different, but if anyone breaks their rules, that poor fellow's done for. Although each finger has its own way of purging rule breakers.
I suppose that's the strategy they evolved to survive in the city.
Spot on.
They can only survive by shoving themselves into a sturdy, unbreakable shell.
And the 5 syndicates that crammed themselves all the way into the core of that hard shell and stood on the apex of the back streets earned the title of the 5 Fingers. Well, in any case, our job as the staff of the library is to receive the guests that come here, and the Thumb is no exception. Okay. Speed. After 3 successful attacks with melee, add a random ammunition to hand. Okay. Add a random ammo to hand. Oh. Discard. Oh boy. Discard a page with the lowest cost. If an ammunition was discarded, the offensive die gain power. Restore 2 light. You discard up to 4 0-cost pages in hands. Offensive die on this page gain +1 power for each ammunition discarded this way. Oh, that's a big pierce. Discard 2 pages with the lowest ammunition discard. Okay, it's all about discarding ammo. Gotcha. Hey, we finally found some guns. Let's bring out Hod, and instead of Crimson, Caius. We should have bought Crimson instead of Sarah. Okay, can we finally win a fight? Hey, look, commandeering. Yeah. Oh, we can't win any of the fights. Woo! Oh, lovely. I need to do some extreme deck building. Or, oh, we're already staggered. Didn't even matter what our move was. Bye. We have to do it with one department again. Woohoo! Okay. So, yeah, oh yeah. Okay, so, okay, I want some form of progress in this episode, so even though it might be a mistake, final episode!
How has the compilation of history been going?
I came over with Angela this time. She says the time has come for this floor, or whatevs.
Angela, I won't be afraid of facing you anymore.
Do as you wish. I care little about what you think of me. What I want is a progress report on the compilation of history you've been doing.
I guess I knew too little about the city I lived in. I couldn't manage to compile a comprehensive timeline of the city's history.
Perhaps it was an impossible task for an inept, talentless, over-enthusiast like you.
All these big and small events seem to form a coherent history, but the gaps between noticeable events are just so large, I can't sort them out clearly. It's like no one properly remembers their history.
Well, they could be refusing to remember.
Refusing to remember?
Of course. Looking back at the things of the past won't help your present self one bit.
But if we know our past, we can avoid making the same mistakes.
It could help to an extent. Is that truly worth being reminded of all the painful memories, though?
Like I said, people in the city barely have any time to reflect on themselves. And that time has only been getting shorter. So it's going to be even harder to read about things that happened before they were born. Especially those that aren't directly related to them from their books. You can't make a book out of something no one knows.
No, I'm sure everyone knows their own history. They just lack the courage to face it. I'll make sure to remember and record everything and fill those gaps. The library, Lobotomy Corporation, and the things that happened before. All of this history inked with blood. Employees and abnormalities. Countless repeats of agonies, deaths, and neglects. The library was built on top of their graves.
And you are no exception, Malkuth.
You're right. I'm no different from anyone else. And the same can be said for the rest of the city. All the things we did with Carmen in my first life. All the things I did with you in my second life. I'll carve all that pain and sorrow on my heart. You're the one trying to run away from the past, Angela. You're refusing to face it.
What's the point if all those paths are going to be the same anyway? They would all be minor variations of a human kills another and causes an event, resulting in a change. I suppose the library's history would stand out in that it's the non-humans that are killing humans. I fail to see the significance of the record you're trying to make.
But even if the history were a repeating cycle of similar events, you can't guarantee that the future won't be just the same. We can't let all the sacrifice and bloodshed go in vain, especially because history repeats itself. The blood spilt in the past opened up the possibilities of the future, so that the ones who survived can take those new paths. I'm sure your history began from such a path, Angela.
That's easy for you to say. I cannot stand to hear you speak as if you know everything. Attain the will to stand up straight in ever-repeating history. My beginning. What makes you think you're qualified to talk about my creation?
Angela, you're the one refusing to confront your own beginning.
Whoa. Oh, we gotta turn up that music. Hang on. Oh yeah, that's my jam. She's nothing like her at all. But Ian, surely you already know. Did you put in all that work for just a simple vending machine that dispenses soda at the press of a button?
Maybe I did, after all.
At the very least, you should give it a name. There is nothing I can do, even if you put on a face like that. It's an unspoken rule that the creator names their creation.
I couldn't care less about a machine's name.
Don't dump your job on someone else. You're the designer. There, the door over there. It will be waiting for you. It seemed lonely.
You're the machine that must lead us out of the pits of hell. Angelos. Angela. I remember you, Ian. You were a person with a warm smile. It's only a machine.
Ian, sir.
What did I do wrong?
Please understand, Angela. He's not yet ready, that's all. He just needs a little more time.
Benjamin, may I ask you a question?
Sure, I'll answer what I can.
Everything seems so slow to me. Your movement looks so sluggish. The gestures, the speech, all of it. Even my own body feels slow. It's as if my body cannot keep up with my mind.
That's because you were designed to perceive time 100 times slower, Angela.
Why is that?
You'll face lots of emergencies as you work. And you have to be the first to react to those situations, Angela. What's more, you'll vividly remember everything you see and experience.
I see. What will my work entail exactly?
You'll see soon enough. No, I suppose it won't be soon for you. I'm sorry, Angela.
Why are you apologizing to me?
I just feel like we've done terrible things to you and that person. Here, let me tell you a few things about this corporation and the city. In the back streets, the likes of sweepers and fixers live out their lives tangled in vomit and waste, unraveling their sickening tales. Those who live in the outskirts are still crying out to break into the city. Meanwhile, people in the city throw away their lives trying to belong to a nest. And we're going to change that. We have a lot of tasks ahead of us.
Why do you refuse to look at me? Why do you always turn your back on me? A machine must behave as a machine. Don't question it. Then why do you give me the capacity to question things? Why did you have to make me, breaking the AI ethics amendment? Why did you have to model me after a person with fond memories of you? I am here, looking at you, and only you. Don't look at me. Don't speak to me unless I speak to you first. You'll never be her. You're just a machine. Benjamin, is it so wrong that I was born a machine? It could be a problem to some, but I don't mind it in the least.
Light, dark.
To me, whether you're a machine or a human is not what determines who you really are. Then, if I worked hard to have a kind heart, will he look back at me? Probably. Eventually. I'll trust you, Benjamin. What is this? It's called a script. The things I must do. My purpose. If everything goes as you planned, can you really be redeemed from the hell you're trapped in? There's no way you would answer me.
What on earth did I just see?
These are Angela's memories.
You alright, Angela?
You got yourself lost in the vast sea of desolation, and now you think you can lecture me. Are you trying to boast to me that you had someone to look after you in the end?
Oh!
Don't be ridiculous.
Malkuth, care to tell me what's going on right now?
Angela's resonating with the library. The library seems to be reacting to Angela's mental state. I don't exactly know what's happening, but at this rate...
Must be nice to be you, not being neglected at the end.
Don't tell me. Is that Monster? No. That looks more like a case of the distortion.
That must be another side of Angela, manifested from her mind with the library's powers.
Looks mighty dangerous. What are we supposed to do now?
If her mind is physically manifested, maybe we can resolve her concerns in a physical way too.
So you're telling me that we can help her out by dealing with her like how we receive guests?
I'm not too sure myself, but there's only one way to find out. Angela, here I come!
Whoa, isn't that a little too reckless? Alright, let's give it a shot. Y'all ready?
What else can we do? We've got to trust Malkuth and do it her way. She's like a different being altogether. Is it really possible to save her? Whoa, what happened to her to get in a mess like this?
Watch out! Let's just focus on saving Angela.
Oh boy, okay. I see. I understand what's happening here. First, corrosion moves to the next phase after HP drops to 1. Rekindled Flame loses 25% of max HP and gets staggered when an ally dies. Loses 1 light upon getting staggered. Burning Girl. She's gonna explode when she reaches 4 energy. Gotcha. Okay, I understand. I know what we must do. Let's do it. Burn. Oh, I see. Oh, it's Okay, it's her, but significantly stronger. I understand. Very well. Let's see what we can do. Your crumbled hope will be what we use to save you, Angela.
You will be saved, one way or another.
Well, we're not doing so well so far.
Good.
Takes like no damage. Okay, we're fine.
Ouch. Ow. Go. Destroy them.
Okay. Okay. Kill this one. And attempt to kill this one.
Here we go!
Oh, that sucks.
Ha! 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 Be gone with you!
Okay. Very good. And,
Ha!
should be staggered. Happy memories.
Not looking so good, Angela. Well, let's make you just feel a little bit better, shall we? Okay, restore some light. Ripping space is too iffy. I'm gonna gain charge.
We'll save you, whether you want to be saved or not.
Regardless of my thoughts on you.
I will attempt to save you, Angela. Tailoring!
Alright. Let's move to the next phase. I don't know what's going on either, but let's stay sharp. I can't believe that lady is Angela. My voices are all getting mixed up. Taking a form like that. Was craving for affection. This time, looks like that teddy bear.
Remember the basics, everyone? Then let's do this without hesitation.
Boss rush. Oh no, tip breath. Oh, that just dawned on me. Okay, I need a reminder. Whenever the character uses a page, the target is inflicted with 1 affection. If a librarian has 4 or more stacks, uses a powerful combat page. Right, I remember. Oh, we're still so injured. Okay, let's do this.
Tailoring! Rip space! Display of affection.
Almost have it staggered. Dang it. 3 staggers, so close. On hit, Malkuth. Okay, we have 1 affection.
Tailoring. Excellent!
Okay. Let's gain some energy back, shall we? Okay, energy. Not that we need it. Draw. Well, on her specifically, I'm not too sure that we need it. Let's gain a bit of charge, and then, yeah, that'll be all. And then I want to extract fuel, and I want to clean up. Okay. I want to do and then extract fuel. Let's do it. Everybody get as much as you can possibly get. Alright. Next phase. Everybody got energy back. Fairy. In any case, I guess so. Okay, she'll be back to normal if we keep this up. That's scary. Freaks me out. Thinking that she'll eat everything up. Hold on, we're not gonna get bitten like back then, right?
It's alright, Angela will go back to normal if we unwind her step by step.
Is her hair long? Long hair Angela! Now we really have to save her. Oh, fresh meat. Oh dear.
Okay. Angela, you're not making it easy to save you.
And yet regardless, we will.
Alright, Angela. Here we come. Chew on this.
Okay, tailoring got through. Man, I love how she looks right now. She looks awesome. That's fine.
Good. Keep it up.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Dave!
Okay, we're fine. Dave might not be, but, in theory, we're fine. Ravenousness. Wait, am I missing something? If an ally has 20 HP or less, consume them at the start of the scene, and gain... After taking 40 total damage during battle, consume the ally with the lowest HP and recover 40 HP. Permanently gain 2 strength. Oh.
Dave!
Oh, she looks so cool!
Tailoring!
Okay.
All the automated movement.
Staggering her is out of the question. On hit. Malkuth, make them suffer for hitting you. Jeez. Current damage total. I don't know what that means. After taking 40 damage during combat, consume the ally with the lowest HP. I mean, I understand what I think I understand what it's trying to say, but yet I don't get it.
For the family.
Flash. Okay, deflect. Ouch. It's a lot of dots on her.
Of all the people I thought we would have to suppress first, Angela, you were not on the top of my list.
But I guess I'm getting what I always wanted, being able to suppress Angela. Just not quite how I envisioned it. Just keep trying to do damage to her, although gotta be honest, it's really not working out. Okay. Ouch. Well, she took a lot of burn for it, at least. Man, her strength is going up fast. Okay, no more allies. She's on her own.
Tailoring!
Zero cost tailoring. Ah. Okay. We can do this.
Nothing we haven't done before. Nothing that isn't different from the corporation we left.
We can do this. I'm gonna give this to Kalana because she needs the healing. She technically is the tankiest out of us. Recover HP. Recycle this die until it rolls the minimum value up to 5 times. Oh, man. Alright, let's do this.
I'd like to see you get through this. Give us all of our light. The light that you stole from us.
What? There goes Evonite. Okay. Unexpected. Okay. Just how much has she had pent up? Might have to fight. I'm starting to get tired.
We need to take a bolder approach.
Oh, Queen Bee, Angela. Oh, look at her. Oh no, Queen Bee sucked. Queen Bee was so bad. Wait, no. What was the strategy I used? I just used it. Okay, think. We killed 2 of the bees and then went exclusively for her. Okay. We've got this. If there are two or fewer. Oh. Well, let's do this. Okay. We're fine. We can do this. This is the end. He staggered. That helps. That helps a lot. Oh, we need to stagger her, though. We need to do it fast. Running out of steam. Okay, she's not doing it yet, but she's no doubt getting close. Oh. Alright. Gregory and Alice, you just gotta tank it, my friend. Just tank it out.
Tailoring!
Trying to stagger her.
For the family.
Okay. There's a nice heal. Clean up. We're fine. Will be tasty. Okay, that's a decent amount of healing. I mean, it's 2, but still better than what we normally would have. Okay, here we go. We'll use a powerful attack next scene. Give 2... We gotta stagger her. Here we go. You can barely see, but... Oh, that stagger sucks. We did get a lot of burn on her, though. She staggered. We can do this. We can do this. She's super low. Ah. Ah.
loyalty.
On Gregory Dallas. Everybody gets a ton of strength. Kilana? Finish her off. Welcome to the library.
I talked big and failed to live up to it. Again.
Just die!
It's not over? No way. Who the heck? Green stem. Oh no, she's Apple. Cannot be attacked until the 5 wall of vines have been defeated. After all 5 have been... Change the resistance, return to normal. Create a field of vines that spreads over 3 scenes. Librarians standing on the vines are inflicted with bind. The amount of bind increases with the width of the vine field. Like too fragile. Dice on this page lose 3. Ah, this is your abnormality, is it, Angela? Well then, so be it. Got no choice now. We just gotta break through the wall. Kilana, you're on your own. Just break through the wall if you can. The healing is gonna be amazing for this fight. I just don't know if you can do it. Thorns. One here. And then... right here. Do it. Ah. Okay. Man, they're tanky. Really, really tanky. Keep going. Ow. If we get staggered, that is really gonna suck. Good heal. Okay. Ignore that. Bad time. Sorry about that. I had a lot of messages coming in. I had to mute that. So hopefully that doesn't mess up the audio at all. She can't take damage until we get through all of these vines, but there's just so many. See what you can do, Kilana. Keep going. Just don't stagger. One down. Almost both down. You're so close. You can do this. Okay, Kilana is basically full health. Let's do what we couldn't do the first time. Mass individual.
Angela? This is for your greater good. Another. Well, Kilana will knock the sense right back into you. You have nothing left. You are on your own. Victory.
Hey, Angela. It's time to wake up.
I can see what's happened, judging from my surroundings.
Are you okay?
Perhaps this is how it feels to have a dream, and to have a surge of emotions.
Dream a couple more times like that, and you could bring down the whole library.
I guess I should be sorry about that.
Do you feel better now?
What? Forget it. All this farce about neglect or recognition from others. I suppose it was futile to obsess over such trivial things in the first place.
You're right. The only one who can truly care for you is yourself, after all.
Again with the shameless lectures. I won't even expect anyone to look out for me from now on.
Oh, good thing all's well that ends well. I was worried something bad might happen to you.
You mean you were worried you might get stuck in the library forever?
Well, that's that, but...
Get back to work, the both of you. It's just as she said. I'm the only one who can care for me and recognize me as who I am.
You can now use ego pages. You have access to new abnormality pages. Ah. Okay, that's how it's gonna be, huh? Kilana, the beast, completely soloed Snow White's apple. Or Snow White's Angela. For the rest of the act, inflict bind to a random enemy. Pierce dice. Alright. When hit, inflict damage and bind. At the start of the scene, enemies take damage inversely proportional to the amount of HP the Librarian has. I'm gonna need to look that one over a couple times. Fourth match flame. Mass attack, summonation. I say, on hit, inflict burn. On clash win, destroy all of the opponent's dice. On hit, recover 3 HP. Recycle this die unless it rolls the minimum value. Inflict 5 fragile next scene. Mass individual. 5? Holy crap! Okay. Well. Huh. Okay. Do I even want to know what yes odds is gonna be like? Okay. Some of you are probably going to consider this a bad idea, and I don't blame you. However, we need the strength of potentially getting a second set of ego pages. So, this is gonna be an extremely long episode.
The time has come for this floor as well, Yesod. What is your progress on the compilation of the city's technologies?
We've managed to gather a sizable amount of information on the city's technological aspects.
You're probably the best at dealing with books and info among all the librarians, Yesod.
Am I? I will say I have been fond of managing various types of information for a long time.
Ah, yes. Keeping stuff neat and tidy, something I'm absolutely terrible at.
Aren't you proud of yourself?
Well, that's that. Anyway, let's hear what you think about those technologies.
Like the horrible events that took place in the warp train, I cannot view all aspects of the technology people use in a positive light. We've seen that W Corp places people in a nigh eternal trip of torment and later erases their memories through a restoration procedure, hiding the truth behind their convenient service. The technologies of the city only focus on creating definite results, ignoring the process. The same can be said of the library. Thus, I conducted additional analysis on the library and its powers we are using.
A pointless affair.
The library's interior can change according to one's perception. In other words, one's mental state is reflected on the physical space. I believe that is why various scenarios of the outside world can be recreated inside of the library. Moreover, the library space expands as more books are accumulated. This evidently suggests the library is bigger on the inside. Furthermore, the power of books can be physically manifested in this place, and the invitation serves as a compass that leads you through the sea of letters to the book you wish to obtain, and a catalyst that amplifies emotions at the same time. I could go on and on about the technologies of the library.
I can tell they're amazing just from what I heard right now.
Naturally, these are works of art that I made with care.
I cannot possibly fathom the inner workings of all these technologies. Their operation does not appear to be based on the application of multiple singularities either. The technologies of the library showed specific usage and limited efficiency for how advanced they are. This is where I came up with a hypothesis to explain all of this. That the library itself is a miniature universe where anything is possible as long as its objective is to expand the library. A small world of its own, with its own set of laws and principles. Am I correct in my speculation?
Believe what you want about the library. Whatever the case, all we need is the results. Isn't that right?
No, I do not agree with that notion. Angela, there is no technology in this world that does not come at a corresponding price.
Price? Since when did I tell you to idle your time away thinking about such things? Your work here is to study and categorize books and knowledge related to the city's technologies.
It may be true that sorting books on the subject of technological sciences according to the rules is all I was ordered to do. However, if we bind ourselves to the principles given to us and fail to see beyond, that would be a contradiction in itself.
Must be nice to be you, being able to break free from the rules.
Angela?
I received orders that I couldn't understand, nor refuse. Is it necessary to go this far to collect energy? Of course, I must follow your orders without a question. Lobotomy Corporation, an energy company and wing supplying the city with the energy extracted from abnormalities, creatures originating from humans. Loop number 0.
Help me! Things are crawling all over my body!
Am I not allowed to help that person? But they seem to be in so much pain. I can't watch this anymore. Loop number 29.
Aw. Mate, you dead. You got nothing there.
Please shut the door. They're coming. Please.
It's not too late for me to close off the corridor. I could save those employees if I did. But this is what I must do. The principles I must follow. Prioritize energy production over all else.
Loop number 287.
Are humans nothing more than ingredients to you in this ever-repeating play? I thought you wanted to save humanity. Is it a price that must be paid? The price you ought to pay for a ticket to escape from this hell.
Loop number 3217.
Oh, my arm! It's melting!
I can't help you. I'm sorry. All I can do is watch.
Loop number 18,231.
I don't want to die. I don't want to die.
Please hang on for a little longer. You can make it. We've almost reached the energy refinement quota.
I seen you killed one of my colleagues yesterday. I'm scared I might end up killing another coworker today. It's all my fault.
Humans are such fragile creatures. They always make such different faces, even in the same kinds of situations.
Kill me. I can't stand this anymore.
You were just another human, after all. This is all but a plain and boring sight to me. Let's restart the stage, then. A new delusion created in order to reach the ideal. The fuel whose extraction is stimulated by intense emotions. A hell of perpetual suffering. The purgatory repeated by those who haven't yet reached enlightenment. A heaven where one can try again from the beginning. When the one perfect realization has been reached, the curtain finally falls on the stage. And the realization is then propagated to all the people. I am a machination behind the stage. All I need to do is coordinate the stage so that the play goes according to the script. Perhaps it was I who was paying the price, not them. So, this is where your oh-so-rational thoughts led you. If you were going to lecture me, you should have demonstrated it yourself first. You're all standing before me because you were all bark and no bite. Price. Who do you think paid that price? Do you really think it was you? Oh. Nonsense.
It was me. I paid all the dues you should have.
We're in a bad spot, aren't we? Yes, the library appears to be resonating with Angela's mental state. She's shape-shifting like the last time, huh? Oh boy, that was a pain in the to deal with. You're mostly right, though it will not be exactly the same as before. Good point. Back then she looked a little bit different from that there. Let us prepare ourselves. She won't wait for us all day. Then here we go. This is freaky. I gotta be wide awake in times like this.
Is she okay? What if she doesn't change back?
I heard a similar situation happened before, so I'm sure we can overcome it the same.
You're worrying too much. Take some deep breaths first.
It will be fine if we can manage to turn her back. Be prepared. Corrosion. Okay. Speed dice, metallic ringing. Bind and paralysis. Restore 1 light upon defeating an enemy and gain 2 strength. All dice lose 4 power when the character has status effects. After fear is activated 2 times, use as a powerful single target. Okay. So we need to apply a status. 6 to 12. Eesh. Alright. Here we go. Ah. Kind of expected we wouldn't win that one. Okay. Well, she has a status effect now, so she should be freaked out. Okay, now she's also taking more damage. Regret. Metallic ringing. Yikes. She's gonna do some damage, I can say that. Here we go. Wow, she rolled super low all 3 times. That works out. Ow. Not that time, though. Jeez, we're still not doing very much damage. Whew. She is chunky. Ow. Well, our rewind didn't work too well. Ah. Jeez. Almost staggered. That'll be a really big help for us. Rhythm could be good, because it can stack up quite a bit. Lament could also be pretty good, though. I want rhythm. Let's start getting stacked. The music won't do anything. Oh. Yep, we were never gonna win that one. Staggered. Here we go. Sakura. Sweep the back streets. Deep drag. We're already looking pretty hurt. I don't know if this one's gonna go as smoothly as the first one did, but it's not gonna stop us from trying. New face. Right, little helper. I think I'm fine so far. Still, we better watch out.
So she'll keep changing her form like that. I'm starting to get the pattern.
No problem on my end. By the way, that looks familiar.
You know, that weird machine would spin like crazy and freeze on its own.
Is everyone alright? Let me know if your body is having issues. Oh, look at her. She's so happy. Okay. Uses a mass attack if the character has 4 or more light. If the character has not used a mass attack for 3 scenes, change its cost to 0 and use it. Okay, so she's gonna get it no matter what. After dealing 10 or higher total damage with combat page, restore light. 2 speed dice. What about her little buddies? Okay.
so we kind of want to deal with them. We want to deal with everything. On hit. Okay, don't let her hit. Gotcha. See what we can do. We have a ton of attacks going out. I don't know if it'll be enough, but we're gonna try. Good. Yes! Yeah, or no, that was a hit, wasn't it? Maybe not quite so good. Good! You're all getting the hang of it. Metallic ringing would be really good. Lament would also be really good, though. But this could... It's either Lament or Metallic ringing. Both are pretty solid. I'm not going to do Violence, at least not for this. Ah! We had a chance to dodge that. Didn't quite work out for us, though. She has status effects. Gee, she just took a lot of stagger. Okay, we staggered one of her boys, but not her, which means she's gonna do her mass attack this turn. Or... Oh, it's if she has 4 or more. Right. Okay, let's see what we can do. Oh, we were really close to blocking that. Almost. Excellent. Okay, it's staggered. Ouch. Ouch, mouth. Multiple free hits. You love to see that. Her little guys are almost down. Okay, one's down. She still has 2 left. Here comes a mass attack. Oh, she looks angry. Mass individual. Oh boy. See what we can do. I mean, seems like it went well. I think it went well. Hard to tell, but... Or no, she disabled some of our moves. Okay. It still could have gone worse. Chained Wrath. Yesod is online. You know, me, the one talking. Okay, this should be a huge turn. Ouch. And next phase. Okay, maybe I went a little overkill. Singing machine. What we could do is help her face it rather than avoid it.
Not that we're so much having better at having a disconcerting eye.
It's natural to feel lost. Even we can experience it sometimes. It's not a simple matter.
This might be an opportunity to understand her issues together.
I hope she comes back to her senses as quickly as possible so we can have some conversation on the matter. Oh, look at her. She's got like a little guitar thing. Oh, she's got a lot of protection. Okay. I need a refresher on what this fight is. The characters inside. Performance. Inside the machine takes... Right, don't let them put you in the machine. While the singing machine is playing, uses a powerful combat page. At the start of the scene, if one or more allies are alive, gain 4 protection and recover 10 HP. For the lowest ally, use a page that buffs allies. Okay, she's a buffer. We need to take out her guys. Gotcha. Random ally takes stagger. Give them strength and disarm. On clash, lose. Okay, I'm saving a little bit of energy. Ugh. Okay. She's not doing too much damage. She's more of a buffer. Ouch. Okay, we're good. Haha! Let me show you how it's done. Here we go. Ah. Could have been worse. All of your little buddies are almost down, and then we have to deal with butterflies, which is gonna suck for stagger. Especially because we're all so low on stagger. Okay. Yeah, our damage is basically not happening on her, except from Yasad. Here comes a machine. So they're gonna try and put us into it. Yeah. Okay. She's buffing them, and they're trying to put us into it. Do it. Okay. I don't think so. You're not gonna pull off those shenanigans on us. Good dodges, Icebox. Oh, so close to being staggered. Haha, there it is. Now let the damage begin. Enemy with the lowest HP. Offensive die. Lowest HP. Because I feel like eventually she will be alone. Yasad is online. Okay, it's not a perfect turn. But it should help us for the upcoming battle. We're gonna lose some people. Binding Arms is now only 1 cost. Whoa. Maybe Ansel had no choice.
Still, not everyone is going to show understanding for all the things she did.
The extent of understanding and forgiveness one can show is different for each person, after all.
Well, we should concentrate on the battle for now.
I don't believe there is right and wrong in this matter. It's ultimately how one accepts it. Targets the enemy with the least HP. Prioritizes sealed dice. Dice gain power depending on the target's HP. Oh. All of a character's speed dice are sealed by they become staggered. If they're staggered, uses a special die, uses a mass attack. I believe if you're staggered, you're dead. Okay. Well, last time it worked just going for her, so you know what? Let's do it again. Giant turn. Oh, wow, 20 damage turned into 7. That feels bad. Not gonna land any stagger on us. Our damage is, yeah, it's pretty good. Oh, dang it, landed a hit. Now, here is a bit of damage for you. Oh, let's see what we can do. This isn't going to be a good turn. Okay, we got one of our dice sealed. She sealed one of her own dice, I believe. Okay, a little bit of stagger. Not the end of the world yet. Oh. That's a stagger. Okay, Mal's probably dead. Unfortunately. Here comes a mass. Dagger. Repeat the attacks of the first and second dice 5 times. If the target is staggered, deal damage equal to 50% of their current HP. Yeah, that's the one. Mal's dead, unfortunately. Well, let's see what we can manage. Oh, jeez, we can't. There's so many! Holy crap! Yikes. We were doing pretty good up until, that happened. I mean, this would be pretty solid, but at the same time, I feel like this is gonna bite us bad. This could be really good, but it could be really bad. Let's try and protect him. Ow. I don't know how well it's gonna work. Not very. Not very good at all. Maybe we can recover this. Well, that's not a good start. It is staggered, though. Dang it. I don't think Icebox is going to be able to solo this. She still has 24 health, but... let's just try. He can get to the next phase, but I don't know if he can finish it. He's got a few blocks. He doesn't have any of our Abno buffs. That's the reason I'm wondering if he can finish it or not. Unfortunately, you had absolutely 0 of them. Okay. Well, at least we know what to expect in the next episode, because that is going to do it for this episode of the Library of Ruina. Thank you guys so much for watching. Oh boy. I'm honestly pretty happy with how much progress we made. We didn't do any of these, but we kind of know what we're up against in 5 different fights. So, next episode we should be able to blow through it somewhat easily. Now that being said, I would like your guys' advice. Which of these 4 fights do you think we should go after first? Because doing them, I didn't really feel confident in any of them, if I'm honest. So, we have Zhao's, we have gun people, we have robot guy, emo girl, and dude who got his heart taken out. And then we have the Meat Boys with Blue Reverbation. So none of them are really great options. I think maybe the easiest would be Finding Nemo. That might be the easiest one, but I really don't know. But I'm going to end this episode before it gets too terribly long, because it's already pretty dang long. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.